right, President Biden there hosting UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak as he makes his first White House visit. On the agenda, Ukraine, China, and the ever-growing and controversial field of AI. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze is live for us at the White House. So, Elizabeth, this meeting does follow a pretty chaotic and unpredictable political period for the UK. What impact do you think this meeting will have just on overall relations between the two allies?
You know, Kara, this is really an opportunity for the Prime Minister and President Biden to reiterate how close the relationship is between the United Kingdom and the United States on a range of issues, from national security to economic security, trade, artificial intelligence, and the war in Ukraine. The president making the point of saying no country is closer to us than Great Britain, and then going on to say that they are especially united when it comes to providing that support for Ukraine. He refuted some criticism that he's gotten, especially from lawmakers here on the Hill, that aid to Ukraine might need to be stopped going forward. The president saying he is confident that the U.S. will have funding necessary to support Ukraine as long as it takes, and making very clear that the U.K. is a partner in that effort for as long as it takes, Kira.
So clearly, Mary Bruce, who is there in the room, our chief White House correspondent, that it's not only just the economic impact here, but also there was a lot of talk about the ever-growing concerns over artificial intelligence.
Yeah, there were a lot here. And what's interesting is, of course, you hear both leaders saying that they are going to try and find ways to obviously embrace the benefits of this technology while also finding ways to tackle the many, many challenges of this. But I also want to get at something that the president said there as he was leaving in response to a shouted question. And I'm not sure if this came up. I apologize in your conversation ahead of this, but it is interesting as we await news, and it is rare for the president to weigh in on what is going on with Donald Trump. We don't hear him often commenting on that. It's something that he tries to really put a lot of distance between. But of course, we have seen these growing signs that it seems that the special counsel may be wrapping up its investigation into the former president. And the president was asked about the Justice Department because, of course, we've seen the former president take some clear stabs at the Justice Department, and this president making it very clear once again that he believes very much in the independence of the Justice Department and will do everything possible to make sure that any work that they are doing is independent of this administration and done without any kind of interference, Kira.
And Mary, clearly this has been a tough time for the UK when it comes to the economy. An economic partnership is definitely important here for the two allies. What does a post-Brexit Britain want exactly from President Biden and vice versa?
Yeah, a lot of this, you will note, is a bit of, there's always a charm offensive factor when it comes to the meetings between any two world leaders. Of course, you're seeing the British Prime Minister, really try and assure everyone that this alliance is still just as strong as ever, despite, of course, some of the challenges that the UK continues to face as it navigates Brexit and its departure from the EU. And they had been seeking, a sort of broader kind of economic agreement. The Prime Minister sort of being very frank in ditching some of those ambitions on the way here. Instead, it seems they are trying to underscore the strength of the economic relations between our two countries, but also sort of recognizing the reality here. And so they are agreeing to take new steps, of course, and Prime Minister Sunak also trying to stress that despite Brexit, despite the challenges that they are facing, that this alliance remains as strong as it ever has been. Kira.
I'm Mary Bruce right there in the room at the White House, along with our Elizabeth Schulze just outside there on the North Lawn. Thank you both so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.